Wrapping up, Niners looking to bounce back from their first loss of the season. Kirk Cousins, the record in primetime games, everybody knows it. Brock Purdy, his first Monday night appearance. Scoreless early, Vikings first drive. Cousins looking for Jordan Addison, and Charvarius Ward says, "Give me that." Kind of a 50-50 ball, and Ward bullies him. Cousins throws a pick on the second pass attempt of the game. The Niners take over, and if you're a Vikings fan, you're thinking, here we go. Ensuing Niners drive, Christian McCaffrey with that oblique issue out there, looks just like McCaffrey. Ball's out, and his reaction to the ball being out in real time told you he thought he fumbled it. He did. Vikings get on it, and one turnover is followed immediately by another. Vikings drive, Cousins, clean pocket. That was a big story in this game. He finds T.J. Hockenson, tight end, Steve. Always open?
Yep.
Always open. Vikings on the move, and what a throw this is on 3rd and 2. Jordan Addison. This guy's a touchdown scoring machine in his rookie season. First quarter touchdown for the Vikings, first one. First quarter touchdown for the Niners allowed, first one. 7-0 Minnesota. Niners trail by double digits. 3rd and 7 from the 27. What a toss to Brandon Ayuk, who was a popular target in this one. He had 5 grabs, 57 yards. Niners cross midfield. Later in the drive, about a minute left, and that's the 16th straight game with a touchdown for Christian McCaffrey, one shy of the all-time record. He looked like himself. But the first half scoring was not done. You wonder, might Minnesota get down there, get close enough for a field goal attempt? Well, they're out of timeout, so it's going to have to be something crazy. Looks like Ward's got a second pick, but Addison rips it away from him. Massive play in this game. San Francisco about to get the ball to start the second half. And Niners fans, and there are a bunch of them there, can't believe Ward's got it. Addison says, "No, you don't. I'll take that." And the Vikings miss the extra point, but they take a 16-7 lead into the locker room. It's now 19-7, about midway through the third. Tight end does what, Steve? Always open. George Kittle, 28 yards pitch and catch. They're driving, and McCaffrey makes one man miss, and
Bye-bye.
that is speed you can see. That was about a minute for that drive. 11 touchdowns on the year, the most through 7 games in 49ers history. It's a 19-14 game. It's now 22-17 into the fourth. Midway through, past midway through, in fact, Cameron Bynum with the pick as Purdy missed his man, and the Vikes take over. Ensuing drive, you see Kevin O'Connell telling the ref, watch number 3. That's Jordan Addison. And as somehow Cousins escapes the pressure, finds Addison, there was a flag, but it's on the defense as number 3, as his head coach was alerting the referees, was contacted illegally. 3rd and 10, it was interesting to hear Troy Aikman kind of talk through what would they do. Do you let Cousins try to get a first down? Conversion on 3rd down would have ended the game, but running it meant San Francisco would have to use its timeout. The field goal there was missed. That means a touchdown would win it for San Francisco. Completion there, Ray McCloud. Niners going to have to get a big chunk at some point. Purdy tries to get it here, and guess who? Bynum again. Second pick of the night, and that is the play that will seal it as the Vikings get the victory. Justin Jefferson gave him the SportsCenter top 10 chain.
With Ocho and I going live, and we do that quite frequently, we're thinking about adding another day. We haven't decided on that yet.
Another day?
Make sure you click that subscribe button to make sure that you are notified anytime Nightcap is available. Unc and Ocho. The Vikings hand Niners their second straight loss, 22-17. Brock Purdy, 21 of 30, 272, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Kirk Cousins, 35 of 45, 378, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Jordan Addison had a night when Justin Jefferson was out nursing that hamstring injury. He had 7 catches, a $123, and 2 touches. What was one of your big takeaways from tonight's game, Ocho?
My biggest takeaway from tonight's game, I said it before the game even started. I tweeted out, I said, Jordan Addison and Hockenson have to have a day. They got to have a day. As long as Brian Flores and his defense did what they needed to do, they did just that. McCaffrey, well into the third quarter, didn't have over 3 yards of carry. Didn't have a. They stifle Kittles until I think maybe late in the third quarter he had an over route. That was his longest catch of the day. The defense did their job. 2 interceptions, but offensively, I think the most important thing on why the Vikings won the game, of course they scored, but on third down, they were above 70% well into the fourth quarter on third down. Being able to get those first downs and keep those drives going and score points is one of the reasons why they won the game outside of the defense playing some goddamn good football.
Yeah, the 49ers could not get off the field on third down. And that's when you lose the game because you give them 3 more cracks at you. You do a great job. You can stop them on first down. You stop them on second down. And you're like, okay, we're 1 down away from getting off the field, giving our offense an opportunity to get back. And they could not get off the field on third down. But it seems like to me, Brian Flores, what he went into this game said, you know what? Christian McCaffrey's not running this football. We want the elite Brock Purdy. We want the ball in his hand, and we want him to throw the ball. And, they got that swing pass to McCaffrey. They caught him in a blitz on the backside. They swing it out. The wide receivers do a great job of blocking.
Murphy got to make that tackle, man. Murphy playing around. He got to make that tackle, man.
But what did you take away? I'm looking at defenses and the way they're going to approach the 49ers, especially with no Debo and Trent, because I thought they did a great job of protecting considering Trent wasn't in there. But they shut down McCaffrey and the run game and put the ball in Brock Purdy's hand and says, we don't believe you can beat us.
Right. I think, well, you know what? Not only did they believe that he couldn't beat us, they did a great job, obviously, of stopping the game, but the secondary played really well as well, played really good as well. Being able to stop Kittles with Debo being out, obviously Trent Williams not being in there, they did a great job in the secondary. I'm not sure what defense Brian Flores ran tonight. I'm not sure what it was.
They play a lot of man.
Yeah, that too. But what is that telling us? What is that telling us? Brandon Ayuk is out there. Are we saying that they can't get open against man?
Well, he played. I mean, Brandon Ayuk, he caught some passes. I mean, they were going to him early. He did a great job. Even and Jennings got going late, but it was in between. The turnover. It seemed like the 49ers are driving about to open the game after they pick off Cousins early in the ball game. They're driving down the field. McCaffrey coughs it up, and instead of getting 7-3 out of that drive, here comes Minnesota back. They put a drive in the end zone, and so instead of being up 7-0, 3-0, you find yourself down 7-0.
Yeah, one of the balls sailed on Brock. I think it might have been a dig route. I think it might have been a dig route. He was trying to throw it, sailed a little bit, and once I can't remember his last name. What was his last name? I got the interception. Once he got that second one. I knew. I had a feeling he was going to throw a pick, because whenever you put the ball in the quarterback's hands and you have to score at that point defensively, you can cheat a little bit. Because they got to inch their way down the football field and not just take one huge chunk.
Right. But when you look at it, you could tell early on that the ball was sailing on him. He threw one early to Kittle and got Kittle hit in the groin. So the ball was sailing on him early. And so it felt like, you know what? It might be a problem tonight, him being able to control the football. I'm surprised considering they're at work. They are indoors and there is no element that's in play. You got a 72-degree controlled environment. So I thought he would have better control of the football than what he showed. But give the Minnesota Vikings credit, their defense. And how about Cousins? 35 of 45, 378, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, and playing well in a primetime game.
With no Justin Jefferson.
No JJ. We know we beat him up when he plays bad. Prime time, Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night. But tonight, he was the
elite.
main
elite.
He was the main reason.
Can we call him elite?
For tonight?
I'm just asking you, based on, listen, numbers don't lie.
Ocho, but
That's
we got to
lie.
stop.
So
if a guy has a good game, he's
Right.
elite. If he plays bad, he's a bad. Can we?
I'm just asking.
Okay. What has Kirk Cousins' body of work shown you over a decade? Has his body of work showed you that he's elite?
No, it's been up and down. But what Kirk has showed us is that he's capable of playing consistent football and making sure and giving his team a chance to win. He just hasn't crossed over that hump yet. but he's consistent in the regular season. He's good enough to get there. They just haven't gotten over that hump.
Good. Oh, look, good enough to get where? Where exactly they're into the playoffs?
Yeah, well, yeah. They always on the verge for the past 10 years. Yeah. He's not elite, but he's like right there, right on the verge.
Okay.
Right on the verge.
What's wrong with being in here? Okay, if elite's right here and the floor is right here, why can't a guy be in between there? Why does he have to be this or that?
Okay, but listen, he's not that far below when you talk about the floor. He's right underneath the tier 1 quarterbacks. He's right there underneath, based on the body of work that he's put up the past decade. He is.
All right. 49ers had 3 turnovers in their first 6 games. They had 3 turnovers tonight. And remember, when a team is down some of their best players, if you're a better football team and you turn the ball over, either you go down to their level or you raise them up to your level. One of the two, whichever one you choose to do, but that's what you do with.
Yeah, just bad ball. JJ did a good job on his route, and D-line got a good push on us, and I sort of just was trying to anticipate the throw. At the end of the day, it was a bad ball, and obviously I threw it too far ahead of him, so, yeah.
When you're getting pressured like that, are you throwing to a spot you're expecting the quarterback, the receiver to be in that spot? Yeah, there's times where you get a push, but there's a timing of the play. There's a timing of, routes and where guys are supposed to be and whatnot. That play, JJ he did his job. He ran the right route, the right timing and everything. I just got pushed and sort of lost sight of him and just anticipated it too much far ahead of him. So, yeah, that's just how it was. He did a good job. Yeah, 34 seconds left, sort of, trying to strain and make a play. That was like the shot within the play to hit Ray coming across the middle, and then that middle safety, Tampa player. He did a good job, I was trying to throw it over him, trying to force it, gotta learn from it, and I think I could have ran and, got down and whatever, but I just forced it, so.
First half, you had 7 points in that. What kind of were you thinking, coming out of the locker room and having an offense?
Yeah, we felt good just in terms of, moving the ball. Their defense did a good job with just different looks and switching things up and trying to make us high, trying to drop 8. And so we were still moving the ball, and then we just got in the red zone and stuff, and sort of folded at times. And so going into the second half, we felt good, just in terms of hey, we get down there, we just got to execute and be better. We got to play our way of ball. So we felt good going into the second half, but yeah, that's just sort of how it went.
That's good. Did they try anything to IU boy in the second half?
Yeah, just within the game plan and what they were doing coverage-wise, they did a good job with, sort of clogging inside and, in a sense, double teaming in zone. And so, yeah, I was on the other side of the field most of the time in the second half, but